What is up, guys? Alright, there's just one more to go, and this is, just got done reviewing, the first 3 Paranormal Activity films, so definitely check these reviews out before you watch this one. But yeah, so, on to Paranormal Activity 4. Now, like I mentioned in the first review, I do not own Paranormal Activity 4. This is the only one I do not own. I was planning on getting it on Blu-ray, but wow, am I glad I did not get this movie on Blu-ray. Okay, so Paranormal Activity 4. I kind of just gave you a hint in the beginning of the review that I did not like this movie. So yeah, this one takes place. Crap. I think this one takes place during the second Paranormal Activity film. Yes, this one takes place in the second Paranormal Activity with the little baby and the dog. It takes place all the events take place during that. Yeah, so it's like it's back in 2011 or 2010 when the second one was during. But yeah, so but this one, it does not focus on the whole plot with like the family and because every Paranormal Activity sequel has something to do with each other. They're not just random sequels. They actually have like a story in each of them, and each Paranormal Activities movie comes out, the story goes bigger and bigger and bigger. However, in this one, it does not revolve around the family, it revolves around the neighbors. Now, I know what you're thinking. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's actually a horror movie out there that is telling you, hey, what about the neighbors? What are the neighbors doing during all this? I know, like, in every single horror movie, like, haunted house film, you're thinking, wow, what are the neighbors thinking right now? They're probably hearing gunshots and screaming, like, how are the neighbors doing? Did anybody call 911? Like, when I first heard about this one, I was like, okay, so they're actually doing something a little different, and they're actually doing something different that other horror movies don't do, so this could actually be pretty good. No, it was not. I'm telling you right now, this is not good. But yeah, this one, it just centers on the neighbors. This one has a mother and a father who are in a tough relationship. They don't talk to each other much. The dad's always at work, the mom's always at home, and they have a daughter, like a teenage daughter, and she has a little brother. But yeah, and the daughter, who is the main character in this film, by the way, half of the film is her Skyping with her friend. So yeah, and but by the way, her friend is the guy from the Nickelodeon show True Jackson VP, which you probably do not remember or have never heard of because the show did not last very long, but yeah, it's that guy, and this guy really made me laugh in this movie. He was really funny, great acting by him, yeah. But wait, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Am I watching a horror movie or am I watching a comedy? Wait, I'm watching a horror movie, so I'm not supposed to be laughing right now. I'm supposed to be terrified. And, unfortunately, maybe halfway throughout the movie, I was neither terrified or laughing. Sure, the guy made me laugh a couple times at first, but, I mean, this was not a good sequel at all. The characters in this film were very unlikable and very annoying. This is by far the least scariest Paranormal Activity film of the series. I think this is the movie where the series just starts to go way downhill from here. Yeah, these 3 movies are probably going to be my favorite, and then the other 10 sequels that are going to come out are probably going to be all downhill from there. But yeah, this is by far my least favorite of the Paranormal Activity series. This one, this is such bad acting, and it's just so predictable. You think, I've already seen this before, but this is just, it's so much worse than these 3. It's just so much worse. I forgot to mention one thing about the story. But in this one, it takes place at the neighbor's house, and the little boy from the second Paranormal Activity, I believe, he stays over at the neighbor's house. So he's like the only main family member from the first three films that's actually in this film, because yeah, he stays over at their house for a couple nights. What I don't get is that originally they say that he was gonna stay 2 or 3 nights, but he ends up staying like 2 weeks. So I don't know what happened there. Apparently he just stayed longer. But yeah, so this creepy ass kid just like comes into their house. Well, he's staying in their house. He's like he's having sleepovers. He's staying at their house while his mom's in the hospital. They don't know what happened or when she's gonna be back. But yeah, so they're just watching him for a little bit, and of course he brings his friend Toby along with him, and Toby is some demonic force that he brings into this family that is the neighbor of the family in which he came from. So it's like he's bringing in another ghost to this family. But yeah, it sounds pretty cool, but it did not work. I did not like this. The scares were just so cliched, and they're false jump scares. This movie is filled with false jump scares. This is the first Paranormal Activity film that will feature so many false jump scares you won't even know if. There's a part where she the guy, of course, he's like a fun guy. He has a funny personality, so he likes to scare the girl a lot, to scare the teenage girl a lot. So she's like, "Oh God." And it makes you jump, but when you find out it's him, like, he does it so many times in a movie, you're like, alright, it's getting kind of old, stop scaring her. It's not scary. But yeah, guys, this is definitely my least favorite of the film. I'm really glad I did not get this on Blu-ray, but man, this was bad. Not one scary moment in this film. I think this is, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first Paranormal Activity film to not feature the whole, like, fast-forwarding effect like the first one had, where, like, it fast-forwarded a bunch of, like, scenes from at night while their family's sleeping, and then it stops at one part when you know a scary part's about to happen. I believe this is the first Paranormal Activity film to feature that, but I'm not too sure. Maybe the third one didn't do that as well, but yeah, this one was so, it doesn't even feel like a Paranormal Activity film. It feels like just some really dumb sequel. I did not like this. Alright, guys, overall, I would probably give Paranormal Activity 4 2 out of 5 stars. Did not really like it, was not very good, but it is Paranormal Activity, so I guess you gotta give it some credit, but this is definitely the movie where the series is gonna go downhill. I'm telling you right now. They're already announced that they are in the middle of filming Paranormal Activity 5, which will be released October 25th, 2013 this year. So Paranormal Activity 5, there's no plotline yet released or announced, so we'll see how that goes. I just hope this is a big improvement to the Paranormal Activity series, because this one was just bad. I hope this one's so much better, but God. Alright, guys, I did it. I reviewed it. The entire Paranormal Activity series is reviewed, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you to whoever suggested these reviews to me. Thank you all. It was a lot of fun making these, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a suggestion down below on what movie I should review next, or movie series I should review next, and I will see you guys later.